Welcome to your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. I'm Nathan, and every week, my co-host and girlfriend Rachel and I discuss all things in the sports drama universe.
Sprinkled in with pop culture, we cover topics from Bravo to Brady and everything in between. So keep listening to find out more. Cheers!
Welcome to the Randy Moss episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose. I'm Nathan, and sitting over here to my right, as always, is Miss Rachel Rooney Eden, all green and white. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, thanks. Why are you wearing green and white?
Because Sporting won the semifinals.
No, they won the Portuguese championship.
They won the Portuguese championship, and so I'm here in support. And then my hat is from Jules' Bachelorette this past weekend. It says "Save Water, Drink Margs," and it's green and white. And I'm setting trends. I'm a trendsetter.
Wow.
So I'm just green and white.
Wow, who designed that hat?
Yours truly. Wow. Yeah, I'm just out here designing great hats. Just like this one that you could get at the doubledosepodcast.com, the Drama of Sports Club hat. Available for you now. Click the link in the bio. Shop. Buy
Shop
it.
till you drop.
Buy it for everyone.
Mother's Day's coming up.
Mother's Day's coming up.
Father's Day's coming up.
Exactly. They would love it. They would love a little bit of drama, a little bit of Drama of Sports Club. They would love to be a member.
Right.
Welcome into the membership.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, I'm doing well. I'm still recovering from this past weekend. I feel like my energy is like a little crazy right now because like I've had a lot of trauma. Like this past weekend like took years off my life, like a bachelorette, but then today I literally was brought to the ground, knees to the ground, tears, crying over the fucking refrigerator handle that fell off the fridge and smacked me in the head and left a giant crater on my head. So I should really say thank you to you because you were fucking Arnold Armstrong, whatever his fucking name is, because you landed on the moon with me for the first time. Like, it was insane. First man to walk the moon. That's what I felt like. It was like a crater or something.
Oh.
So honestly, it's the first thought that came to my head. It's like a little delusional right now, okay? Like, it was ringing in my ear.
Yeah, I think, first of all, that handle is heavy.
Me. No, it clocked me.
Yeah. It's just an absolute, it's a hazard.
Have you ever had that happen? Like the legit ringing in your ear?
Yeah.
I've never had that happen. Like it literally went, ee! I'm like, that's it. I literally was like, holy shit. Like I'm concussed. No, like literally.
I know.
So,
you got doinked.
Yeah, it was bad. It was
surprised
bad.
we're recording right now.
No, honestly, like me too. Like but you know what? I'm a warrior.
In the words of Lawrence Gonzalez, me too. Yes,
exactly. In the words of David Goggins, that's who it is. Stay hard. So that's where I am. What about you?
The handle actually doinked me today too. Not as bad. It actually knocked my glasses off. My glasses are a little crooked right now. Not happy about it.
This handle's out to get us.
Out to get us.
Like,
do we sue Stuytown?
I think you can.
I think you can.
But what do you write? Like,
you got doinked in the head.
Oh yeah, put that on legal papers.
Yeah, it's probably someone at least like they're not responsible for anything like that. But
like if something hits you, like what do you write? You know what I mean? Like it's their fault.
It's not the first time that it's happened.
It's not the first time that it's happened, but you screwed it back in, right?
I screwed it back in.
I'm a little nervous that you did it. No lie. Like I feel like I really just want another piece of. No, but like it just like sometimes like we never know, you know, like there might be like an extra screw or something that's like literally loose. Like obviously there's a couple screw loose over here already. You know what I mean? Like. No wonder one's loose on the fridge.
That happens whether or not the handle of the fridge hits us or not.
And like also like how often do we open the fucking fridge that we've literally made the screw loose on it? It's disturbing. And like how hard do we pull on this thing? But the screw was loose.
Hey,
like we literally took the handle off the door.
Listen, when we go into our fridge, we mean business.
No, like literally, we are no jokes. We are no hold bar or whatever that is. But like literally, I'm holding the bar.
The bar is holding you back.
Yeah, exactly. And it's doinking me in the head.
Right. But now you're currently in concussion protocol.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a warrior.
We're fine.
You said I didn't have a concussion.
I know.
I feel like I'm Rob Gronkowski. It's like CTE or whatever. That's what it's like. Literally what it is. but from like the fridge.
But now you know how they feel.
Exactly. Welcome. I'm a footballer.
You're with them. You're an ally.
Exactly. And so like I understand. So if anyone ever like wants to like discuss like the protocols or whatever, like I'm an athlete too. So I ran 2 miles today straight. So I'm also an athlete.
Got your best time in the 2 mile run today.
Yeah, don't say the time. But
you got your best time.
Yeah, but I did get the best time. And it's really fast. So everyone needs to be careful out there in the streets. Because I don't even need a car. I can just use these legs.
But you shaved off 7 minutes from your
I saved 6 minutes off. Every time that you said it, you keep doing it different. But don't overhype me too much, you know what I mean? And also shaving off 6 minutes is like literal comic, like it's comical. Like, am I okay?
Oh, you had never run 2 miles before ever.
Okay, maybe. But like not straight. I've ran 2 miles before, but just not straight. Like nonstop. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like, why would I have to?
But now you have to.
Right. Now I have to because mentally I told myself I was going to do it and now I have to do it. So here I am.
Stay hard.
Exactly. So how are you? Like I was at a bachelorette this weekend, which I will obviously be getting into because why wouldn't I be talking about myself? But how are you? Like how is it like being alone this weekend without me?
Being alone was, I mean, obviously I missed you.
Yeah, obviously.
Dearly.
Obviously, yeah, I could tell.
I missed you dearly.
Yeah.
I did.
Mm-hmm. No, I know.
But it was good. I cooked every single day. I cooked all the things that I crave that you don't like.
Yeah, which is like genius, by the way.
Pork chops with homemade French fries and stovetop. Incredible. Then the next day I made cheesesteak and also homemade French fries. But that second day I made the French fries in the air fryer. First day in the fryer.
Little options.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Health and wellness.
Yeah. I mean, everything's in moderation, right?
Right. Of course.
And then I made chicken pesto on Sunday. But then I also, my Christmas gift that you got me, Andrew Schultz, MSG. That was Saturday night. I went with Mr. Tom Cake Boss, friend of the program. Friend of
the pod.
Great night. We had a tremendous night. We went to a Portuguese restaurant before, Leitão, in the West Village.
Yes.
And I'm all about supporting the local businesses, especially the Portuguese local businesses.
Okay.
I went to 2 Portuguese businesses this weekend.
Yes, you did.
Disappointed
you were like
in both.
really like getting
Cultured.
You were.
They both disappointed me, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Leitão disappointed me, and then Joey Bat's Cafe. I went there for a beer and hopefully a pastel de nata on a late night walk.
Yeah.
On Friday night. No. Like they're known for the pastel de nata. That's all they're known for, and they're like, oh, we don't sell them at this location. Like. Why? There's only me and 2 other people at the bar.
It's like literally going to Levain Bakery and like not having their cookies.
Yes.
Like saying that they don't sell their cookies.
It's going to the Outback Steakhouse and not having a bloomin' onion or cheese fries.
Yeah, it's going to Cheesecake Factory and not having cheesecake there.
It's going to In-N-Out Burger and not having a burger.
It's going to McDonald's and not having the fries.
Ooh. It's going to Chick-fil-A and not having a sandwich.
Why are they all like that? I just got straight to fast food. Like, we're just going straight fast food. I guess that's the one that everyone could understand the most.
We're trying to make people understand.
Right. We're trying to think about all the minds here. Right.
But my weekend was great. Sporting won. I watched them Saturday. They won their game. They needed Benfica to lose, which they did. So now they're champions. Still some games left in the season, but they're just cruising. Along.
Amazing.
And I love it. It's just tremendous. Lisbon was absolutely going bananas. Did you see any of the videos of Lisbon?
Yes, I did. With all like the freaking like smoke guns or what are those things?
Everything.
Like powder flares. Yeah, like it's nuts. Crazy.
And then I watched F1 on Sunday, and then the roast on Sunday. So all was well. We missed you. Me and Panda missed you dearly.
Yeah. I'm sure you missed me so much. I'm sure you had all your favorite foods. You're doing all your favorite things, going to cool events and all of it. But no. You missed me. I could tell.
Cool events that you paid for.
Yeah, exactly.
This is how I roll.
Yeah, exactly.
It's my sugar mama.
That's awesome. I'm glad you had such a great weekend.
Yeah.
I also had a great weekend. I went to Jules' bachelorette in Scottsdale this weekend, which I think I need Jesus after it, truly, because it was it was literally planned perfectly. Like it's amazing, but like I'm still exhausted from it, and like I feel okay. Like I really do feel fine, but like then I'm like I'm like waves of exhaustion. Like I'm like, am I okay? Like what's going on? Like I'm like, am I fine? Should I be leaning into this? Like I just like don't know. Like you know what I mean? Like should I like be giving myself rest, or should I be leaning into more of the side of like I feel like I'm okay? Like I'm just
confusing.
It's a battle, you know?
Trust me. I was in the same seat last week. I didn't know how to feel, what to feel. Am I tired? Am I awake?
No, like literally.
Am I in a good mood? Am I in a bad mood?
Yeah, like what's going on
Am I
here?
still hungover? Did I not drink at all? I don't know.
Right, like that's exactly how I feel. Although Jewel brought these pills, I texted Katrina for her bachelorette, and I'm like, I'm bringing them. They're milk thistle pills. I don't know what a milk thistle is. It's like very bizarre to me, and like I look it up, and it literally doesn't say what it is. Like I just don't understand like this magic that's in this pill, but like you don't get hungover. It's wild. Like it's like so confusing, and like I drank a lot. Like a lot.
A lot?
Yeah.
You drank a lot?
So like
How much you drank?
bottles. Like literally bottles. So the fact that I wasn't hungover at all, like I'm like, what are these magic pills? Like it's bizarro. So yeah, is there something that's distracting you that you would like to discuss over there? You're looking over there and then completely forgot what I was saying.
No, I wasn't. I was looking at the time.
Yeah, sure. Why? Are we on a time crunch here?
Yes, we
Is
are.
something happening? For why?
Huh?
For why?
Because
Is something going on? Yeah, please explain to me what's so much more important than this podcast right now.
Something that we'll be discussing on the podcast, the Bruins.
Oh, yeah.
The Bruins, it's currently just hit intermission between the second and third period. So, yeah.
Yeah. For
That's
sure.
what's going on.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, keep your eyes here, okay? Eyes and ears and mind here, all right? How about that? Because I'm not all mentally here, so it's taking a lot. And so the fact that now you're getting distracted, I'm not able to reel it in, okay? I'm not able to reel us in today. You're going to have to carry the weight of the team. Got it? Put on your shoulders. We did shoulders today, and so he didn't realize that he would have to be also working them out tonight. So
Actually, I'm kind of sore. How are your shoulders feeling?
my shoulders feel amazing because the world is always on them. So.
Oh, God. Okay.
Anywho. Do you want me to get into? I feel like I could talk about my weekend a little bit later. I feel like it's gonna come up a little bit later.
Come full circle?
It's gonna come full circle a little bit later. So Let's get into the roast, the greatest roast of all time, the Tom Brady roast that I also watched yesterday, so I could do a little bit of research, a little field research, investigative research, conduct some research, do a little, mind, body, and soul searching. And I watched the roast with you yesterday.
Good.
And I have to say, like, overall, like, I would give it a high score. Like, it was great.
Right.
It wasn't, like, I feel like it was I honestly do feel like it was a great roast. There hasn't been one in so long. Like, I'm not here to say anything negative. The only thing that I will say is negative, like, some things were a little off. Overall, it was great, though.
Yes. I was very nervous going into it. Just in the sense that I thought it was going to be a waste of time. I thought it was going to be, like, just very corny throughout. I didn't have much confidence in it going in. And for that, I was worried.
Yeah.
But my expectations were low going in, but my expectations were blown out of the water. I thought it was tremendous. Like you said, there was obviously certain parts where I thought that, like, they could have just done without, and like they were just trying too hard. But it's Netflix's first roast, right? First live roast, especially. So like they can't get everything right. But I think there was more good than bad.
Yeah, I honestly I really enjoyed the fact that they aired it live. I think, like I said to you yesterday, I think that Netflix should do a smart thing and, like, would be smart for them, not smart for us because we'd be spending more money. But, like, or they're going to, like, add a package with, like, live events. Or it's, like, live concerts, live whatever. Like, I think that that's going to be a big thing because, like, I like the live. Like, I like the option of having things live. And, like, with the Netflix money, like they really did it up, you know? Like I was saying to you, like the intro video that the Tom Brady roast was spectacular. It was amazing. I was like, I've never seen a hype video like so good. You know what I mean? Like obviously like he's the greatest to do it, so it's like easy to have a good hype video. But I did write down something that I said that I thought was at the time when I was watching it so hilarious, and I wrote it here. And I said it to you so you don't have to pretend for the people, but I just want to tell everyone. I put, he is every man's wet dream, so Netflix went hard, literally. Get it? Thank you. Thank you. So, yes, thank you. Because I was literally like thinking, I'm like, the people who are like on this, like they're probably like, oh my God, like Tom Brady, like here we are, like we get to make a hype video for him. Like this is going to be amazing. Like, they want to do it like the greatest ever because like he's literally like the underdog of all underdogs, like defeated everything. Like the man, like, you know what I mean? The man, the myth, the legend, like, you know, it's just fucking crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't disagree with you. I think that even dudes that hate him, like, they love him.
Yeah.
They love if they don't love him, they love to hate him.
Yeah.
He's just that character.
Yeah, he's definitely an interesting guy though, that Tom Brady. He's just very like, I think he's so like socially awkward. You know what I mean? I'm like, holy moly, like, you know, loosen up a little, you know? But he was definitely having some drinks, which I appreciated. And like, I do wish that they had like a little video of like him the whole time, like reacting to the things. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That was the whole, like, all the camera angles and stuff. I think that was the most difficult part of the roast because it didn't stop, and you could tell at certain times they didn't want to cut to the panel, like, or the people sitting on stage, whether it be because people were getting up and moving around, or they were pouring drinks, or stuff like that. So I think like that's where like most of the improvement can come. There was like one point when Bert and Tom Segura are up there like doing their thing, and then Andrew Schultz is like about to come out, like right behind him, and then like goes backstage, turns around, goes backstage. So like stuff like that, I think that they could do like a much better job of. But I mean, like I said, it can't be perfect.
Right. No. I don't think so too. And before, obviously, like, we're going to praise it and stuff, but I would just say, like, the things I did not enjoy were, like, the Netflix planned events, like, when Ron Burgundy came out, like, I was like, this is, like, so, like, please stop. When Ron Burgundy came out, when Tom and Bert, like, did their bit, like, because it felt too planned, like, it didn't feel like they could just say shit, you know what I mean? Like, which like the whole point of a like, I know you're supposed to prepare, but like whatever. Or like when, what was the other thing? I forget. There was one more that was Ben Affleck, yes too, but like there was, it just like those planned things. Like I think that they just need to trust and believe in the comedians. Like they will carry it. Like you don't need to add Ron Burgundy to it. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like he's not like a real person, so it just makes it feel just like goofy. And like I get it, that's like comedy, loosen up, but it's like it's just not funny.
Yeah, so I have some winners.
Like that's not funny.
I have some winners and losers of the night. So since we're in this,
I feel like start off with the negative so we can end on positivity.
Yeah, exactly. Tom and Bert, like two comedians that I love. I love their podcast. I love everything about them. We went to go see Bert last year. And they're great. I just think that putting them up there together made it way more fabricated than everybody else, just because they were trying to play off each other. They're both reading off the teleprompter. Right. It was just one of those things where it just did not work.
And I like them. Like it's like I think that they're funny, and like I'm sure it probably was, but like it doesn't hit as hard as the other people that are just like singularly going up there like fucking rocking and rolling. You know? Right.
That one was too fabricated.
Yeah.
Another loser, like you said, Will Ferrell and Ron Burgundy. I've been dying on this hill my whole life. Will Ferrell is a fucking loser. I cannot stand Will Ferrell or any of his shit that he puts out there.
But you like Elf?
No,
you like Elf.
I like Semi-Pro.
What is that?
It's like basketball movie.
Yeah, but you like Elf.
No, I like semi-pro, and that's it.
But you like Elf.
No, I don't like Elf. I don't like Step Brothers. I don't like.
But you like Elf.
I don't like Talladega Nights. I don't like Blades of Glory. All that shit's ass. It's like he has the same freaking humor in every
Elf
movie.
Is not his. Elf is like different. Elf is like such a good movie. Like, please don't do this to me right now.
No.
I really love Elf.
Don't worry, it's not the holidays. If it was the holidays, I'd say I love it.
Yeah, sure.
But everyone always gives me shit for not liking him, and I think that's a perfect example of why. Like, he's just not funny.
Right.
He's just not funny. And like you said, it makes no sense having him there. Like,
but also, like,
Ron Burgundy,
I don't understand, like, the Ron Burgundy character, like, just have Will Ferrell be Will Ferrell up there. Like, if he's supposed to be funny and a comedian, then, like, let him.
But he's not actually funny. That's the thing.
You think so?
He has to be in one of his characters to be funny, and not even those are funny. And, like, it doesn't even make sense because Ron Burgundy, like, is in San Diego. Also, when he started his act, he was like, "What's up, Madison Square Garden, New York? How you doing?" Like, no one thinks that's funny.
Right. It's like weird. It's weird.
Shut up. Get off the stage. He was on the stage for so long. When I watched it back with you, I let you watch the first 5 minutes, and I was like, "Can we skip forward, please?"
Right. Literally, we had to skip. Thank God I didn't watch it live. I would have been tuning out.
Yeah, I tuned out. I was on my phone the rest of his fucking time.
Yeah.
Like I'm giving him too much lip service because I just hate Will Ferrell.
Okay, so let's move on to
Ben Affleck.
Okay.
Ben Affleck's another actor loser.
Okay, I thought you loved him in The Town. I thought it
I
was
love
one
him
of
in
your
The
favorite
Town.
movies or
Yeah,
whatever.
I love him in The Town. Stay in The Town. Stay in Charlestown.
Right.
Like,
wait, I thought The Town was about Boston.
Yeah, it is Boston. Charlestown's a neighborhood of Boston.
Oh, I thought you were saying like Charlestown, like North Carolina or whatever.
That's Charleston.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Didn't. It must be the CTE.
Yeah,
It has to be.
But yeah, he brought nothing to the table. That guy, nothing.
I skipped through him too.
Yep.
I did. I skipped through him a little bit, but I feel like they put him up there because he's probably a huge Patriots fan. So like they're gonna
Dunkin'
obviously
Donuts commercial together.
Yeah,
and like,
right. Of course. But like, I feel like we should just talk about some more positivity.
Yes.
You know, like we're just harping a little on the negatives.
Okay.
Right?
Positives. Let's go down the list. Winners of the night: Drew Bledsoe, very self-deprecating.
Well, I feel like we should start with Kevin Hart.
Oh, okay. Start with Kevin Hart then.
Start with the host of the evening, Kevin Hart.
Okay. Start with Kevin Hart.
Go for it.
Kevin Hart was great. Kevin Hart proved that he's Kevin Hart.
Yes.
And it was the same thing when we went to go watch him in person.
Yes.
Like you kind of think like he has shitty movies, which like they shit on him for on the roast. But like when we went to go see him in person, I was like, like how funny can he really be?
No,
he does not miss.
No, he's
amazing. Everything that comes out of that dude's mouth, it's an absolute like clown show.
Yes.
Like he could say the same thing as every other person in the world, but when he says it, it's just hilarious.
Yeah, I love him. He did honestly such a good job. Like he was the greatest host of all time.
Yes.
Like he was the greatest host. Like, and I really feel like he put a lot of that on his back. Like he carried the show along. He was always like towards the end, I was like, I think he needs to just like sit down. But like he would get up, like he would like carry it along. Like, and like I just think that like the way he even set it up, like he was like, he just like got to the bad jokes first because he was just like, you have to get like uncomfortable to like enjoy this. Like everything is loose. Like anything anyone wants to say, just like say it. Like this is supposed to be, you know, like loosey goosey or whatever.
Right.
And I really enjoyed that. I also enjoyed that he was like, talking about like his guns, like saying like, oh, like be careful, like you never know where he's gonna go, but then he was like starting it off with a bang. Like I think that he had like themes going on, you know what I mean? It was like get uncomfortable, it's comedy, relax, and then it's like we're just joking around, and then it's like it's starting off with a bang. Like I liked like where his mind went with that, and I was like, that is amazing. And then when Jeff Ross came out as O.J. Simpson from literal hell, like that was so funny. Like I love that, but like poor Jeff Ross, like he really does look worse and worse every time we see him. I'm like, oh my god, he really looks like a dick, like a legitimate
looks like
flaccid
a top of a wiener.
Yeah, dick.
One more thing I'll mention about Kevin Hart that I loved, that like I think that I don't know if someone probably dared him to or what, but he got Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft to take a shot together.
Oh my god, that's crazy, right?
Like, and you could see his wheels turning when like he was thinking about it. He's like, Like, so I kind of need to do this. Like,
Right.
you have to get uncomfortable. You have to be comfortable with getting uncomfortable. Like,
Right.
what's the most uncomfortable thing we could do? Let's take shots.
Right.
So that was incredible. But yeah, Jeff Ross.
Yeah, do you think that was hard for Bill and Robert Kraft to do?
Yes, for sure. They didn't even like really acknowledge each other after. Like, after they cheers and took the shot.
Yeah.
Kraft walked right past Belichick and Hart and just gave Brady a hug. And,
Right.
And like Belichick was there with his shot glass, like,
oh my God.
don't know what to do with it, and just like put it on the thing and like put it on the
Right.
podium and left. So that was weird, but I still think it was hilarious.
Yeah.
But so Jeff Ross was like, when he came out as O.J. Simpson, incredible. I think he had also great content and jokes. He did have one stinger of a joke towards Kraft, going back to the whole
massage thing,
which I had to explain to my manager today on a call. She was like, she asked me why did Brady get so upset with Jeff Ross about that joke? And I was like, are you not familiar with the Robert Kraft getting arrested in Florida?
Oh my God.
And she was like, no.
In the workplace setting. Wait, so what did you say?
I was like, so.
Oh my God, you did not tell me this.
Saving it for the pod.
That's awful. Oh my God, what did you say?
I said, you didn't hear about that? And she was like, no. I was like, oh, well, a few years ago, he got arrested because he went to a massage parlor in Florida, which he frequented.
I'm disturbed. Oh my God, the fact you had to explain
get more than a massage.
Oh my God. I don't understand like why Brady got like mad about that though. Like I think that I honestly like I told you like because you said to me, because obviously you watched it first, you were like, see, like I'm curious your reaction about this, but you see Brady go and look over at Kraft, and then like literally like really really quick, like you see like his eyes like get big, because I think Robert Kraft was probably like no or whatever, and so like that's why he was like, don't say that shit again or whatever, some dumb fucking shit. But like also just like shut up, you know what I mean? Like it's a roast.
Right.
Like
Like he's not off limits. Everyone, he's off limits.
Right. That's
like they're
what
talking
I'm
about your ex-wife and
they're
your
talking about your
kids.
kids, like, and we're mad about Kraft, but that's also where, honestly, like, and I totally get it. I think that Brady was like along for like the ride and like whatever, but like that to me, like it gave me the ick. Like I was just like, ew, like you're just here, like all you do is just like fucking defend like all these people, but like you don't defend your family, which is why they left. Do you know what I mean? Like that is like a big
I'm not gonna let
that is a big part of it though. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's literally why, like it's just like the way he thinks. Like it is like that is him. Like he's saying, like he's literally ended it with like the love of my life is football. Haha, very funny. And like but it is. Like he literally puts that before everyone, like even his kids.
No. I'm not going to let that slide. He does not put football above his kids.
Oh, now you literally sound like him.
He doesn't.
Bitch.
He's a great father. He's a great father.
Oh, yeah.
It's not his fault that his ex-wife got around and was cheating on him.
Oh,
it's literally not his fault.
God, she wasn't cheating on him. Like,
she was cheating on him.
It was the ultimatum. Like, they all literally talked about it. Like, pick football or pick us. Like, I'm tired of it. You said that you committed to something and like whatever, and he didn't commit to her. He committed to football instead, and that's why she left him. And that's literally what they all talked about.
We're not going to get this argument again. We're not going to get in this argument again.
But it wasn't about cheating.
She did cheat on him.
Oh my God. She did not cheat on him. After they separated, she was like with her jiu-jitsu instructor, obviously.
So she wasn't attracted to her jiu-jitsu instructor, but it's just she got magically attracted to him after they got divorced?
Wait, I'm sorry. Do you think that when people get married, they're still not attracted to other people?
Of course they are, but I'm saying like this guy was in her life.
Make that make sense to me then.
This guy was in her life.
Sense to me.
This guy was in her life.
Make that make sense to me.
This guy was in her life.
Oh, all of a sudden, like her and Tom Brady get divorced, and she's like, oh, I could see again. Like, no, obviously.
No,
you
I'm
have
saying
no argument here.
Yes, I do.
There's literally no argument. Like you're.
So just the next week, they just start hooking up, and that's okay.
First of all, she's now a single lady.
She's not a single. She's with the fucking jiu-jitsu instructor.
No, I'm saying she's a single lady from when her and Brady got divorced, which obviously he chose football over her. So obviously if she's going to do anything, it's going to be in spite. It's going to be the guy that he was obviously worried about, him. And he could beat your ass. That's what everyone was saying too. So yeah, I'm going to go with this guy who could still beat your ass over anything. And it's the guy that you probably hated. Because he's probably cute. Hottie with a body.
Why are you Team Giselle on this?
Because I always was Team Giselle on this.
But it doesn't make sense.
It literally does. It's just that you're thinking about it from such like a boy Tom Brady lover fucking point of view. And like, that's literally what it is. And everyone literally said it during the roast. Like, were you not
It was a roast.
Listening?
It was all jokes.
Oh my God. But it comes from truth. Were they joking about Robert Kraft getting a massage? Because it comes from truth. Was Tom Brady joking about
Giselle being a slut.
Kim Kardashian terrified about being there because her husband Kanye was watching the kids? Yeah, but it's the truth. It's a joke about the truth, which makes it funny. That's what happens. That's how jokes are funny, because it's like you're knocking over about the truth.
I don't understand why you put Giselle in, like, you really think she did nothing wrong here? You really think that, like...
I genuinely, like, really, truly believe that, like, I think that she said to him, like, this is what I think happened. I think that he said to her, like, after this many years, I'm going to be done, whatever. And she had lived this entire life with him. She just wants to settle down with him. She's like, Jesus Christ, like, we just moved our family from Boston, where I thought we were going to be forever, to, yes, now we're in Florida, which is great. And I'm loving it.
She wanted to leave Boston and go to Florida.
Right. I'm sure because of all the tension, everything that's going on. She's like, you don't respect my husband enough. You don't respect my husband enough to keep him. Okay, great. So let's go to fucking Florida. Let's go to another place. She still has to uproot her entire life, go to Florida, moves to Florida. She's like, finally, okay, now we're here. Play your season. You got your ring. Now let's fucking chill. Like, let's chill. And it wasn't enough for him.
Or she didn't have any patience for him.
No. How much more patience does she need to have? She's giving up her entire life.
The guy's been saying his whole life he wanted to play till 50, which he didn't.
Oh my God.
Like, he played one extra year, and like that, she couldn't stand it.
No, because literally, I think what she's saying is, like, she's like, when is it ever going to be enough? Like, when are you really going to, like, stick to your word with me and choose me and our family over football? And he couldn't, so she left. And so then
retired 3 months later.
Yeah. If they never got divorced or whatever, she wouldn't have done that. He was literally in mental trauma over it, because he's like, holy shit, I can't believe I made that decision. And he fucked up, because boys fuck up all the time. Just like you're fucking up right now with your point of view.
No, I'm not fucking up my point of view. What my side of the story is that she gave him an ultimatum. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I give it again. Go ahead.
During that, as she was realizing that he still loved football, and instead of supporting someone you love and doing what they do and supporting them in what they love to do, instead she found a jiu-jitsu instructor that sucked his ween and ruined her marriage. Oh
my God, you are so psychotic.
I'm not psychotic.
You literally are so crazy.
You know what the craziest part about her relationship with the fucking jiu-jitsu instructor is? It's also their kid's jiu-jitsu instructor, okay? So it's like, you're also bringing your kids around this guy while you're still fucking married.
And that's honestly not that crazy to me. She knows him. Like,
knows him very well.
Yeah, exactly.
She knows him very well.
Yeah, exactly.
Before she was even divorced.
The fact that, oh my God, but she doesn't have to be physically divorced. Like, if they're separated and they're saying, like,
they were separated for 2 weeks. They were separated. Their divorce was the quickest divorce of all time.
Well, that's what happens with him. It's always of all time. It's always in the history book. So he's got the quickest divorce of all time. Good for him. Good for Tom Brady. He's got the money to do it.
Apparently, she has more money.
Oh my God.
She's always had more money than him.
I know. But what, like, why? I just, like, don't understand, like, how are you blaming her?
I'm not fucking, yes, I am blaming her. I don't know how you're blaming him. Like, he was the best at what he did.
Yeah, but that's why you're annoyed, is because you're a fan of Tom Brady, and that's why I'm honestly seeing it from like a point of a lens that's seeing both sides. You are unable to see both sides. He's your favorite player. You said to him that you would suck his fucking dick. Like, what are we talking about? Yes. You said that you would, like, you cannot have a, what is it, like, whatever point of view. What is the fucking, like, it's something with an O. Objective, yes. Point of view. Thank you. You can't have an objective point of view. I'm sorry. It's like really the CTE that's happening to my head. But you cannot have an objective point of view because of your love for him. It is what it is. Like, I'm sorry, and we must move on.
But
I do have to say, the jokes about Giselle were hilarious. And the fact that she's mad over it, I think...
Get back to the roast, yes. Do you think she has the right to be mad about it?
I think the fact that she's mad over it is dumb. Like, I'm just like, okay, like, take a joke. Like, obviously, I think it stung her because she's like, why am I getting pulled into this? But it's like, you were married to him. It's like, take a joke. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't, like, who even knows if she's really that angry? Like, she probably just wants something to come out to make him feel bad. You know what I mean? Like, sure. She's not going to be, like, in full support. Like, that was the greatest thing I've ever seen.
She's probably also embarrassed because she was cheating on him and it all came out.
Oh, my God. And she's probably like, oh, my God, Kim Kardashian's there. Like, why is she there? Like,
Kim Kardashian's hair looked horrible.
She's back on this, like, fucking bleach blonde hair, and I'm not, like,
but her
I'm like,
roots come down to here.
I know, but I'm like, didn't we do this already? Like, it's not new, it's not fresh, like, let's just fucking move on. Like, I'm honestly, like, so over I feel like a lot of people are starting to get very much over the Kardashians. Yeah, Netflix cut it out. Yeah. Netflix cut out the boo that when Kim Kardashian got booed. Like, I didn't hear her get booed, but, like, everyone said that she got booed, and that's what you said, because you watched it real time. So.
Let's go back down more winners, okay? Drew Bledsoe. What'd you think about Drew?
The best. Like, what a way to start off. Like, with, like, a regular person, like, not, like, a comedian, like, a football player. Like, he did the best job. Like, honestly, I feel like out of all of the football players, he did the best.
Better than Edelman?
Oh, 100%.
Better than Gronk?
Yeah. Really? I think Drew's was the best.
His was the most thoughtful.
Oh my God, his was so thoughtful and so smart. Like, I literally wrote, like, so good, smart, and sentimental, 10 out of 10. Like, he was the best. Like, and I knew how nervous he was, but, like, he was literally, like, he was so funny. Like, I love the joke that was, like, when most people lose their job, they drive to drink, but, like, I opened a winery. Like, that is so fucking funny. Like, and I just, like, I love him, and I love that, like, at the end, like, when he, like, wrapped it all up, like, I like that part at the end where he was, like, seriously, like, I really am, like, so happy for you, like, I'm so proud of you, and, like, all this stuff, and, like, I fucking love that. Like, I just love how it's, like, just, it brings back to the point where, like, everyone just take a joke, like, relax.
Right.
Relax.
I love
Take
Drew
a
Bledsoe.
joke.
I love Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah.
I was very young when he was a Patriots quarterback, but it was literally the first football jersey I ever had was a Drew Bledsoe jersey. So, like, and I was at the game where he got hit, and sadness in the streets, but obviously it gave us Tom Brady, but he's just a class act. He's a class act.
He is.
And
he's
if
so
we don't
amazing.
ever go to his winery, I'll be upset.
Yeah, we should totally go
also
to his
baller
winery.
That he was just drinking his wine there.
I know, I love that.
He drank the whole glass of wine while he was up there.
Poor guy, he needed like a bottle up there. He really did.
Like, as he was making the jokes at the end, he kept on looking at his glass and it was empty. He just, like, kept on twirling and there was nothing in there.
I know. I felt so bad. I'm like, oh my God, this poor guy, he really needs some liquid courage.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
But great job. He did a great job.
Next up was Nikki Glazer.
I mean, crushed it.
Crushed it.
She is amazing. She's hilarious and she's beautiful. Like, I'm like, you're literally like my dream. You know what I mean? I'm like, you are perfect. Like, she's literally living my life. Like, I'm like, you are amazing. You're beautiful, perfect, and you're so fucking funny. And she's smart and she's like just beautiful. I'm like staring at her. Like, I'm like, and you're funny. Like, it's not fair.
Her jokes were on point for everyone. Everything that she said was just quick. Like, even when she's like, I'll keep it Kevin Hart.
Yeah, right. Short. So funny. So funny.
But my favorite thing that she said was when she, like, pretended like I don't know if her boyfriend was really sitting in the front or not. I doubt it. But she was like, I'll shoot you in the face to suck his dick.
No,
like,
literally, because you would do the same thing.
Yeah.
That's why it was so funny.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like I never.
Do you think they hooked up?
I don't know if she actually has a boyfriend. I went to look into that because I'm like, does she have a man? Like, I don't know, because if not, like, 100% she tried to, like, give him her number or something. But, like, out of everyone there, like, yeah, it's her. You know what I mean?
It's either her or Kim K.
Yeah, truth. But, like, Kim,
I can't get over how bad she looked.
Yeah.
Moving on. Another winner of the night, Julian Edelman, I thought.
Yeah, he was good.
I thought he was the best athlete. I think that his whole bit was hilarious. I think the way he went at Belichick was hilarious. I think it was, like, playful but funny. Like how he was like, I've been waiting to say this the whole time. Like,
right.
And then told the Foxborough High School joke where it's
like everyone made that joke. Like, they must have been traumatized over that.
Yeah, it was his thing. Like, he'd always say, like, we can get guys at Foxborough High School to do this. So funny. And then his other joke that I loved was when he went at Brady and he's like, everybody gets the jokes but you, because, like, you can't move your face and you don't have a sense of humor. Like, that got me.
Right.
Like, that was just hilarious. Rob Gronkowski.
Gronk really is like, he really is like.
He's him. He's not acting.
No, like he really is like brain dead, huh? Like
He's just a meathead.
Yeah, he's just like not all there. He really isn't. It's like truly incredible. Like I was like, holy shit, he really is not all there.
Not at all.
But like I loved him, you know.
Me too.
It is kind of crazy. I was thinking about it too, like everyone that was around playing with Tom, like they also became the greatest at what they did because they were around him, which is like crazy. I also love when Bill Belichick said, Bill was amazing. I mean, I loved it. I love when he said, like, when people always ask, like, is it because of Brady or Belichick? He's like, it's because of us. It's us because of me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I love that. And I was like, it's honestly true. Like, he's like, yeah, there is a you because there's a me. So, right. Like, I am the reason, like, you know, but like, he's not the sole reason, but like, he is the reason that he became Tom Brady, you know, like,
right.
And I think for honestly, like, it gave to me and put a lot of respect on Bill for coming. And I think Kevin Hart addressed that. And like, I was like, damn, like the fact that he showed up for this is so crazy. And I feel like honestly meant a lot to Tom. Like the fact that he still did it and stuff. Like, I just think that he was just trying to say like, there's no bad blood here. Like, I really like, let's just like, I'm just trying to live my life. Like, you know, right. Like we did something amazing together. No one will ever be able to replicate it. But like, let's just move on, you know? Yes. And I loved it.
I think Bill going, once again, just like Edelman, I think that he played his jokes perfectly. Like the whole like welcome to the Tom Brady roast, not to be mistaken for the 10-part documentary series, like 10-part roast of me
no,
on
right.
Apple TV.
And I felt bad because I'm like, damn, when he was making it, he probably really didn't think it was a roast about him, right?
No.
They probably like, oh my God, poor guy.
Neither did any of the players that were like getting interviewed. Like a lot of them were like, they cut what we said to like make him look horrible. Like we would say one thing about how he like coached us tough, and like that's what they would cut and put in to make him look bad. But I think that I think without a doubt that documentary series like bothered the hell out of him.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It had to.
He's probably like, what the fuck?
Right. Absolutely. And then the other thing he said that I think the one personal shot, except for that he said that I thought was hilarious, was like when he called out Danny Amendola, because Danny Amendola was a Patriots receiver. He really has said like negative things about Belichick ever since he left the Patriots. And he shit on him. He was like, so we got Danny Amendola's here, everybody. Like, his first season with the team was in like 2016, and he had 230 yards. And it's like,
right, but to me, like, I didn't even know what that meant. Like, that's the problem. Like, I think those are things that are funny to you, but like, I don't know what that means.
Right, but then he followed up with like, that was one half of a game for Randy Moss.
Right, I like the football. Like, I think that for like, I didn't get what it meant, but I think it's cute for like all the football people watching because it's like they got it, you know. And I felt like so cute, like there you guys are making little football jokes, you know.
Right.
Crazy that our podcast name is Randy, or our number today is Randy Moss, like literally meant to be.
Crazy. You need to be a stylist. You need to reach out to Randy and be a stylist.
I know, poor Randy Moss. What is going on there? I mean, like I like understood, but did not understand at all. Like everything, no piece of his went together. You know what I mean? I'm like, wait, we have like a quarter zip with a blazer and like wide leg pants. Like what's happening here? Poor guy. He could have looked so much better. Like so much better.
Right. Was there any other Patriots members that went up there?
I'm not sure.
No, but so another winner of the night was Andrew Schultz. Like I said, I saw him Saturday night, so I was very surprised when I heard that he was going to be at the roast on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean,
guy does not stop working.
The devil works hard, but Schultz works harder.
Literally, and he crushed it once again. His favorite joke, my favorite joke of his was when he compared Brady's divorce to Dana White, like cheating Brazilians out of their purse in the UFC. That was hilarious.
Yes, very funny.
But he went down the line. No one was safe around him.
And then obviously Brady was great at the end. Like, I mean, I don't think that he really knew what he was in for, but like I appreciate that he did it.
Yeah, Brady was good. I think
overall, how would you rate the roast?
The roast was an A. The roast of in entirety was an A. The only thing keeping it from the A+ was the thing that we mentioned, that we mentioned at the beginning. But it was great. It was great. Brady, like everybody brought it. Like all the football players did extremely well. Like I listened to Schultz's podcast from last week, and he was talking about how he's going to be on it. And he was saying that he was honestly nervous about it, not for like him, but for like he's like, I don't think like they should be doing it live because you're gonna have freaking like football players reading a teleprompter and trying to tell jokes. Like I don't think I don't see how it could end up well. But I think that like they carried their weight. I think that everyone just kind of brought it. Everybody just did an amazing job except for the people that we pointed out, and it was extremely impressive. Like even Brady, like
loved.
It was incredible.
Yeah, it was great. I loved it. What a recap. We've literally done like an entire podcast episode just recapping the roast.
Yes.
And I loved it.
Me too. We'll cap it off with this. My favorite joke that Brady told was to Kim Kardashian about how she was nervous.
Yes.
About going to the roast, not because of like the roast itself, but because the kids were with Kanye.
It's fucking hilarious.
Hilarious.
Like what?
And I can picture him saying that when they would go on like a date together or like whatever. Like
that is really fucking funny.
Hilarious.
So I saw like a little bit of commentary from Jason Kelsey, who was like saying like basically like why would Tom Brady like sign up for this, and like how like he was like how much did Netflix pay him, because like it was like such a crazy thing that like, you know, like I'm just like I don't really think it's like that crazy to sign up for a roast. Like why do I think that that's so crazy? Like I literally wanted to do a roast for my birthday one year. Like I think that they're fucking funny as fuck. Like if you can't make fun of yourself, who cares?
Yeah, I don't get that point of view from Jason
from
Kelsey.
Who's also supposed to be like a funny guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, well, are you funny or not?
Right. And like it's one of those things where, especially with social media, like these guys hear it all. Like there's nothing that was said out there that they haven't heard already or haven't read on the internet already, if not worse.
Right.
Yeah, crazy. I mean, I didn't hear that. That's a crazy.
He said it on his podcast, with the New Heights podcast.
I'm over the Kelseys.
Would you do the roast?
I would do a roast. Yeah. I mean, no one can literally say anything to me that like I'm way meaner to myself. I am so mean to myself that like no one can say anything remotely like even close to being like to that being that mean to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you agree or disagree?
No, I just like would never want anyone to be mean to you. That like you're just like literally so damn cute. Like I would just be like, don't be mean. You know what I mean? Like I mean like I roast you too like all the time, but like not meanly. Like I'm just like.
No, you're so nice to me all the time.
Yeah, I'm like yeah. I'm like, suck Brady's dick. Anyway, so let's move on. Let's move on to, you know, other things that are going on in our world, as in the Boston Bruins are still playing, the Celtics are still playing, the Knicks are still playing, the Rangers are still playing. You told me if they win their series, if each four win their series, there's a battle of the two in each. There's going to be Bruins versus Rangers, Celtics versus Knicks.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
That's what I'm cheering for. It would be unprecedented. Madison Square Garden and TD Garden. It would be the battle of the gardens every night.
Oh my God, it'd be literally battle of the gardens.
Yeah.
We could make
you would really need to pick a side.
Oh,
I will not stand for any
unwavering whatever.
But we have to get there first.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. The Bruins are losing right now.
Yeah.
So they need to pick it up. They won game 1. So last week I was nervous about them getting to a game 7, which it did end up going to game 7, and luckily they won in overtime in game 7. It didn't go well the series didn't finish without any drama though. After game 6, heading into game 7, the head coach of the Boston Bruins, Jim Montgomery, called out David Pastrnak in a press conference.
Saying what? I didn't know this.
Said that he needed to step it up if the team had any chance of winning.
Truth.
And he just called him by name. And David Pastrnak ended up scoring the game-winning goal in Game 7. So it worked. And then in the press conference after Game 7, he was asked about like his coach calling him out and everything. And I loved what he said. He was just like, listen, like, he was right.
Right.
Like, I did. need to step it up, and I think I still need to step it up. Like, yeah, I got the game-winning goal, but there's like 1,000 things I could do better. Like, yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Accountability.
Like, how rare is that nowadays with athletes? Seriously.
Right, because they get so annoyed or whatever. You got to respect your coach when he says.
Exactly.
And I don't think that also that you have to also understand, like, maybe certain coaches, like, do that all the time or other coaches just do it to, you know what I mean?
Yes, that's a great point. That's a huge part of it where it's like you need to pick your spots. If you're always like getting under your players' skins and you're always calling them out, then you're never really calling them out.
Right.
But like if you pick your spots and like they know you're serious when you're saying it and like you're not just saying it to say it, like it's actually true, then it holds completely different weight.
I agree.
Also in Game 7, going into the game, I guess Kevin Shattenkirk, who's like a veteran defenseman for the Bruins, gave like an unbelievable speech to the boys before the game. They said like it was like extremely heartfelt and like his message was basically like for all the young guys in here or even like older guys, everybody in here, like these opportunities don't come around often. So like enjoy the moment. I'm curious
like how many times that they could really say like what they could really say different every time, like every game, you know, like
right, exactly. But that's another thing which like I'm sure he hasn't said much like the entire year. So like for him to like stand up in the locker room before the game and say like deliver a message like that, especially being one of the only people in the locker room that has won a Stanley Cup, it means a lot. But series now 1-1. They're getting their asses whooped right now.
Yeah, yikes.
And so back to Boston in Game 3. I might look for tickets on Friday night for Game 3.
Go for it.
We'll see. Or maybe I'll just save my money for when it's Bruins Rangers.
All right, let's do it. Whatever you feel, you feel like is right for you. You do what you want to do in your moment.
And then the Celtics have also moved on. They're now facing the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Wow.
They dominated in Game 1. Derek White is still also dominating. Jaylen Brown stepped up in Game 1. Jason Tatum still needs to improve a bit here. But they're still winning, especially without Kristaps Porzingis. He's still hurt.
Jesus, guy's out for forever.
Yeah, so the fact that they dominated without him is huge. I will say my gambling advice to everybody out there is to take Derek White's over in points every game. He scored 28, 35, and 32 points in the last 3 games.
Putting a name for himself.
Exactly. Even with all his production, his over-under the last game was 16.
Right.
So it's like, bet it.
Right.
Bet it. Put your bank account on it. Take a loan out. From your house.
Yep.
From your mortgage.
Oh yeah. This is smart advice.
Put it on him.
Yep.
And then you have a free house.
That might just be your CTE coming in. Your gambling advice.
Or it's just a cheat code.
Oh, okay. That's what it is. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see like where the Celtics go, what they do, you know. I'm looking forward to watching a little bit more basketball. I feel like I'm just trying to catch up. There's so many sports to watch right now. I'm like
you're just trying to get back to the time zone.
No, I'm literally exactly like I know like it's sincere like this concussion protocol that I'm under right now. Like I'm just trying to understand like if I'm breathing correctly because my nose is so damn congested because it's so fucking dry in our apartment that I'm in the fucking Sahara Desert over in Scottsdale. I'm just trying to figure it out. Okay,
right.
I'm just trying to breathe over here.
Right.
So and then I'll be able to catch up.
Right.
A little bit.
The last thing about the Celtics that I want to mention is that I talk about a lot on here. I feel like sports media members like that just try to like get clicks and get views. And to me, it's very bothersome.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, just be genuine. Like even we have our own podcast here, right? And it's just like, I think it would be so dumb if we just like said shit to just like get more views. Like,
right.
Or like listens.
There's nothing more that I hate than like the clickbait shit or whatever, and I'm just like, it's so fucking phony. I can't.
Right. So there's
I'm not gonna phone it in.
There's like one clickbaity like radio show that I used to listen to nonstop every day, but now like being away from Boston and not listening to every day, it's like way easier to locate how crazy their takes are. Right.
Oh really?
So it's a 2 to 6 show on 98.5 The Sports Hub, Felger and Maz, and Maz had a take today. It made no sense. Okay, he said that if the Celtics win the championship, it shouldn't even it shouldn't be taken seriously because it would be too easy of a path for them to, like, the fact that they won the championship. So, like, not giving them credit for being better than their competition.
Wait, and they're literally, like, Boston, like, media? So, like...
Yeah.
Why aren't you supporting your own...
Because they like to... So, their whole approach is to piss off the fans, so the fans call in, and they get in debates with the fans, and, like... Yeah, it's a weird, like,
okay, like
spin
dumb.
zone. But,
Dumb.
like, Felger, you were a fucking idiot. Like...
I meant to say this before too, and I wrote it down because I meant to bring it up, not bring it back to the roast, but I guess I could really just say this about all of these teams, but really just the Patriots. Like, when people like who aren't Patriots fans or whatever, like, are they not just so fucking annoyed about all this?
They
like,
hate it.
Are they just like? It's honestly like low key crazy though. It's like. I'm like, are they fucking sick of it? Are they just like, get the fucking Pats off the screen?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Right. And since we get back to the roast, the last thing I wanted to wrap up with, like, yes, like, for the last 20-something year, like, 25 years, it's been nothing but the Patriots. It's been fucking glorious. My whole life, it's just been nothing but the Patriots. It's been tremendous. But I do think that this roast, and tell me if I'm wrong, offered more closure to the dynasty than, like,
Yes,
any documentary, than, like, the Man in the Arena, like, any of that shit. Like, this offered more closure. Like, everybody was on the same stage together. They got to make jokes about each other.
Right.
They went at it.
Right.
There was questionable shit that was said. But, like, everybody shook hands or, like, took shots together, and it's a wrap.
It was like closure.
Yeah.
Like a reunion of sorts.
Yes.
Like a Bravo,
Yes.
Andy reunion, a la Andy, Bravo.
Did you see that he is in negotiation with Bravo to leave?
Okay. We want to talk about clickbait stuff?
That's clickbaity?
Yes.
Okay, thank God.
So
I love Andy Cohen.
He's already come out with so many like stuff saying it's not true.
Okay.
So.
Moving on. Double D's top threes.
Wow, it's like these April Fool's things that get you all the time. It wasn't April Fool's, like people like did come out and say it, but I don't know who the fuck it was, but it's not true. Yeah. So he's like come out and said like, I don't know where this is coming from.
Yeah, put them in the same place as Tony Maserati.
Right. So who?
The guy Maz, the one that clickbait guy.
Oh, I'm like Tony Maserati. Well, anyway, you ready to get into our double D's threes?
Yes.
You can go first.
Maybe you go first. Ladies first this time.
Okay, well, as I said, this weekend I was in Scottsdale, and we just had the best time. Like, it was just, like, so funny. Like, it was just, like, to me, like, I really have to say, like, it was just, like, childhood. Like, that's, like, what it felt like. Like, it just felt like all of, like, my friends from, like, growing up, like, there we were just, like, being idiots together, and, like, I loved it. Like, it just, like, no one knows you like your childhood friends like that. Like, you, or, like, obviously people know you, but it's, like, different when they've known you when, like, you're literally, like, wearing Juicy Couture, big hoops, poof, like, braces.
If they love you during that time.
If they love me during that time, like, they definitely have to love me now, you know? And it was just so funny and silly and goofy, and, like, I loved it. But, like, I was like, let me talk about the 3 funniest moments that happened. And this comes from a Marissa Totor comment, by the way, that I was like, damn, that's actually so true. Like, as I was writing this down, I'm like, wait, these are literally her comment. On someone's picture. I forgot. I think it was Jewel's picture, the bride. Bride to be is what I should say. But anywho, so I'll do the third moment was Heineken, our hibachi man, whose name was Heineken, which we know is not his real name, but him and his sake, like, he literally was, like, out to get everyone with, like, the sake. Like, he was literally, like, putting it in people's eyes, like, putting it all over their face, like, making a legit mockery out of us. And, like, we were wasted from the day. Like, we were just dead. Like, he was just insane. Like, this man was just, like, literally crazy, but, like, putting the sake everywhere. And, like, he was banging. Like, did I show you the video of him just banging the silverware on the oven? Like, there was no fire volcano. There was no, like, heartbeat in the fried rice. Like, it was literally, like, this man was like, these girls are idiots.
He's just hitting the spatula.
No, he literally was like, yeah, okay. I'm like, oh my God, like, watching and, like, at the time we're screaming, like as if he's at Madison Square Garden, like, let's go. This guy's probably like, these girls are idiots. 2 was Marissa brought a extra long, like, fork to dinner, and it was like a prank. Like, and she was like, oh, like, hey, like, let me like, can you pass that? And then like use this fork, but like no one else knew around us, like, except for like she had told me because like she had packed it and I was with her, and we were just dying. Like, it's just like one of those stupid pranks. And then number one was, I had brought this like little dick that was a disco. It was like a little disco dick. Like, it had the mirrors on it, and like Marissa just like took it and ran with it though, for real. Like, she was using it as like a fake vape. So she would go up to guys and make them like do the vape and then be like, ah, you sucked a dick.
That's hilarious.
And like some of these guys would be like, yo, pass it. Because like they didn't know, because she would do it. And so then they would do it and be like, oh, you got me. It was so funny. Like, one kid was like literally mad like over it. Like, he was like, are you kidding? Like, I'm not gonna whatever. And then he did it, and like everyone's just like, dude, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
You know, like, but it was so fucking funny. Like, literally just like bringing it everywhere. Like, literally just like, because it was like, it wasn't that big. It was probably like 4 inches long. You know that. And I'm just kidding.
Generous. Truly generous.
And she would just bring it on, like, put it in her bag, whatever. And it was just, honestly, probably wasn't even. It was probably like 3. And it was so funny. Like, I would just like, I loved the weekend so much. Like, it was just so crazy, like, silly and fun. And like, it makes me excited for like the other bachelorettes that like I'm going on this year and stuff. I'm just like, damn, like, this was wild. This was definitely one for the books. So Scottsdale took a lot out of me, for sure. Yeah.
I love it.
So what was your double D's threes?
My double D's threes are the 3 most difficult places to take a dookie.
I know my answer.
What's
I
that?
know my number 1.
What's that?
I can tell you at the end. I'll tell you when you get to your number 1.
Number 3, like your girlfriend's family's or your partner's family's house. Like, when you first go, the first time you go.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, yikes. There's nothing worse than that, especially with you. Like, holy shit. Literally. You are blowing up that place.
That place.
Yeah, like, you have to tell them, like, by the way, I brought explosives and it's inside my body.
Do you guys have, like, I know this is weird, do you guys have air fresheners in the bathroom? Because it is necessary.
And what's even harder is if you're not staying over and like you can't combine it with a shower.
Yes.
Like a secret poop.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Or something like that.
Yeah, because then you're gone for more than 30 seconds and
right.
they know.
Right. Everyone always knows, like, something got to him. You know what I mean? Like, in the comments when you come back, like, what was it? The pasta or whatever?
Yeah.
like, oh my God.
Exactly.
Anywho.
Number 2.
That's a great answer.
Number 2, a sporting event. Especially as a dude, because
I don't think I've ever.
You go like, I haven't either. I'm very proud of that. I feel it coming though, because my stomach is just getting more and more weak as every day goes on.
Right.
But I have never yet. But I can imagine that, like, I mean, those bathrooms in every stadium, like, dudes just pee all over them.
Ooh.
So like, there's no hope. There's literally no hope.
But do you go into the stall to pee, or are you?
Because like the lines are always so long, they just pee and like.
There's no line at the men's bathroom. So what are you talking about?
At a sporting event.
I think I've seen like a line for the men's bathroom like literally once, and it was like during the. What did I go to? I think it was like literally the Bert Kreischer of like thing at the Forest Hills, like, because all the boys were there. Like, it's always girls in the line.
No, sporting events, guys always have a long line because it's a bunch of dudes. Okay, just trust me on this. So trust me on, okay?
Okay, sure.
Don't just like disagree with me here.
I'm not, but sure. Yeah, sorry.
And number 1, it was the genesis of this whole thought, is airplanes. Okay, you know, so I told my airplane story coming back from Florida, where I had a dookie and I just did. This was a fucking pile of poop, like smelly shit, in my seat. But on the way back from my flight from Arizona, I had to go. Okay, and it was the first time. It was the first time I went to that bathroom, and I And I did what had to be done.
How did you fucking sit on that thing? Like, how are you not? You're talking about a sporting event? Like, you just bare ass that thing?
No, I nested that thing up.
Yeah. Okay, like you better
I went through a whole roll.
Right.
I went through I put a layer on the thing.
Yeah, you had to.
Yes, had to.
Okay.
But like, it's just so awkward. Like the altitude, like you can hear every single noise outside. You feel like they can hear you. Turbulence, and like you just need to go. Like there was a person already waiting there, and then like when I got out, there's like 3 people, and then like
no, and after
me, it was just like that person. I don't know how they survived. I thought they were gonna probably pull one of those masks.
No, literally.
But I made it through. And I don't. Like I won.
It had to been like one of the quickest too, right? Or
one of the quickest for me.
Just for like nerves.
Yeah, but it was still like exactly the nerves made it last longer because it's like I gotta go and like I can't because I'm like anxious, stage fright.
Oh my god, that sounds so awful. Like I couldn't even imagine like getting an upset stomach on a plane. Like that's why you can't eat. Like why? Just because like you were hungover?
I was hungover. Yeah, all the food that I ate all weekend. Exactly, all the food I had all weekend. Like, yeah. But I survived. I'm a survivor.
Yeah, literally, you're a survivor. Put your fucking arm down. That's so awful. And it brings me to a funny story. Obviously, I have to make this about myself. But sincerely, like, the flight on the way there, the girl next to me, like, everyone on the plane, like, everyone smelled on the plane for whatever reason. But the girl next to me, first of all, they told me that we took off at 6:15 in the morning. The girl next to me, by the time I was like passed out, like already, like for like an hour, was eating a burger. Like eating a full
Where did she get this burger?
Burger.
For like leftovers?
I have no idea, but like Marissa told me, Rachel told me, Lauren told me, because they all told me because they were right there, and they said that she was eating a burger, and all she kept doing was farting. And like I saw her because I saw her leg like quivering, and I was like, damn, this bitch is like crazy right now. You know what I mean? But like I couldn't, like I was so delusional and like out of it.
Air bubble coming out of her butt.
Yeah, literally. And she went to the bathroom, and like when she went to the bathroom, she was gone for a long time.
Thank God.
She was gone for a long time, and like everyone was like, thank God. She's probably shitting herself right now.
She was me.
I
am her.
Yeah, but she was taking her time in there. I mean, she could probably have read the Bible cover to cover by the time she got back, for real.
I respect it.
Yeah. So, hats off to you and the girl in 28F. So, but I think it's time to get into our sick puppy and interesting cat of the week.
Yes. Sick puppy is Brandon Carlo, defenseman for the Boston Bruins. Monday before game 1 of the second round, him and his wife gave birth to his wife gave birth to their first child.
Amazing.
A baby boy named Crew Carlo.
Oh, cutie. I love that name. First of all, I'm like fully sitting directly towards you.
Yeah,
but
I don't blame you.
Yeah. That's so cute.
Yeah.
I like that name.
Crew? I know, me too.
Crew's cute.
So Crew was born 3 a.m. And
Carlo.
Why is Brandon Carlo the sick puppy? Because he left the hospital, caught a flight, made it to Florida, played in the game, and scored a goal.
Wow, he's like all jacked up.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yes.
He did it for Crew.
So he'll always have that story with him and his son.
Oh my God, the day he was born.
The day he was born, he played in a playoff game, but also scored a goal.
These guys and their mindset, I mean, it's like truly insane.
Insane.
So, go him.
Do you think that's crazy though? Like the fact that do you think he should have just taken the game off?
I mean, if that was me, I would be like, I just don't know how. Honestly, like
the mentality is completely different.
I want to, like I just like don't even know. Like that's what's hard. Where it's like trying to put myself in those situations where it's like easy, obviously with like Tom and Giselle. But it's hard in like those situations where it's like if it's like the playoffs, like I don't know, like if it's
he's like one of the best defensemen on the team.
Yeah, but it's like maybe his wife was just like, I'm a mess right now. Like who is there? Like did he come back? Like is he still with the team? Like what's going on?
They're playing right now in Florida still. So he stayed in Florida until today, and they'll go back tonight.
And
so she's probably still in the hospital. She's probably
he was it's Wednesday. So he's only gone 2 days?
Yes. He also makes, I think, about like $6 to $7 million a year. So like the team's paying you for like these moments.
Yeah, and I feel like maybe he wanted to like prove, but like also it's like.
But it's also like what you work for your entire life, like to win a Stanley Cup, to have the opportunity to play for a Stanley Cup. Like Shattenkirk said before Game 7, like you don't get too many of these opportunities in your entire life. You don't see the birth of your kid very often, but like he saw that.
You literally only see the birth of your kid once.
Right, but like the whole first day, the kid, like you're not really with the baby anyways. The baby's in like that other room.
Okay, like literally because you were like in an incubator. You were like you are straight with the baby.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do.
Honestly, like I'm just trying to think like low key, like if that
you would kill me.
I mean, there would just be no excuse. There'd be literally no excuse. Like I would murder you. I mean, I'd be like, oh, am I not good enough for you? Like I literally just birthed your baby for you, and like no, see ya. No, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
Yeah, but how are we gonna pay for this baby?
I think you already did. I'd be like, let's invest. Let's move on.
No, I think
the same day.
Same day.
Imagine I did that to you. Imagine it was the opposite. What would you do?
You have a problem with these people chasing their dreams, following their dreams.
Oh yeah, that's what I have. I would just like for you to be in that situation. Imagine it was your sister. Imagine that was Ray. How would you feel? What would you?
If Ray was making $5 million a year?
No, like what would you be like? Oh, like he left, and they could probably be like, oh, there he goes again. There he goes again. Not even the birth of his kid could make him stay.
That's not true at all. You could see he was
not
playing
even the birth of his kid could make him stay.
Oh, you're ridiculous.
I'm not ridiculous, but it's like I don't have a problem with people chasing their dreams. Sometimes it just gets like a little extreme, you know? Like I'm not agreeing with him though. Like I'm just saying, like I can't put myself in that mindset because the mindset that I am in, I would just be like, you're not. Like it's not happening. And I don't really argue that much.
Going back to the bachelorette party, okay. She came back and she was like, one part I loved about it was that like when people asked where we were from, like I'm so used to saying New York, like I realized that like with them, I'm from Jersey. I'm from New Jersey, and like, and I'm like, yeah, you're from New Jersey, like. Yeah,
but like it's hard because like when people are like, oh, like where are you, like we had this conversation because I'm like I'm not used to saying New Jersey anymore because it's like I live in New York, so I'm, like people like it depends. Like I have a New York license,
right? But you spend 5 seconds with someone, they know you're from New Jersey.
Why do you think? Why do you think that?
You got that Jersey in you.
Yeah, I know. I have that twinkle in my eye.
Exactly.
And that fucking CTE in my brain.
Moving on. It's just interesting cat. Austin Rivers. Austin Rivers is a former NBA player. And he went on Pat McAfee's show yesterday, Tuesday, and started an interesting debate that is taking over sports social media. He said, quote, I can take 30 NBA players right now and throw them in the NFL. You cannot take 30 NFL players and just have them play in the NBA. So he's saying that like NBA players are more athletic and that they could have more success in the NFL. And then like
I just like literally simply don't agree.
Also like from a number one, like
just like they're literally two opposite people. Like it's literally two completely opposite people.
Do you know G.P.O.A.T, the football player?
The one that the Patriots wanted?
No.
He's
on Pat McAfee.
Nah.
Whatever. He's a former NFL player, and he like responded to like the Pat McAfee like posting the clip, and he was just like, he shit on Austin Rivers. He's like, you literally have a job in neither, so like, you're not the person to be saying this because like, he later didn't even have a job in the NBA anymore. But just from a pure number standpoint, there's 15 people per team on the NBA, 53 per roster in the NFL. Like just from a number standpoint, like. It doesn't
just
make
like
sense.
A clickbait thing again.
Yeah, exactly. He's just trying to get clicks, trying to get action, and it's working. But like, he could not be more wrong about this.
Right, wrong.
Right.
Wrong. So, and I also just want to say, just preface before, like I'm a very proud New Jerseyan, and I say that all the time. It just, to me, when I say like New York, it beats out a whole conversation that I don't want to have with people sometimes. Yes. You know what I mean? Like I don't need to tell you like I did this and then I did this, whatever. When they're just like, I just asked you where you are, like you know what I mean? I just asked you where you're living. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm Livin.
Living. You're alive, but are you living?
Yeah, I am.
Perfect. Things you may have missed. Okay. Shohei Ohtani's ex-interpreter, Ippei Misuara, the guy who stole the
Yeah, you
money
definitely
from
pronounced that right.
pled guilty to bank and tax fraud.
Oh my gosh, so he's taking the fall for him?
Yeah, he pled guilty to federal charges. Stole more than $17 million to pay for his gambling debt. He's facing up to 33 years in prison and up to a $1.25 million fine, and has to pay Ohtani back in full.
So do we think that this is real or what? Oh my God,
I'm still in the camp that Ohtani knew about this all along. He's just taking the fall because Ohtani's the star of baseball. Baseball needs him.
You don't believe in players and their dreams.
What are you talking about? One thing has literally nothing to do with the other.
I don't know. You said to me before, so I wanted to say it back.
Perfect. Speaking of players recognizing their dreams, Lando Norris.
Wait, that was it? I wasn't done.
Oh.
I just think that's crazy. He's literally gonna go to jail for 33 years. Like I don't.
No, he could be facing up. Like since he pled guilty, like he'll get lesser.
But you think that Shohei's gonna pay for it all, or what? Like where's his money gonna come from?
Whose?
Or do we really think that there's like a hair in front of my face?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's gonna bother me, but whatever. I'll let it go for the sake of the show. Do you really think that? Oh my God, it's fucking driving me crazy.
Just take your hat off and put it back.
I can't.
Why?
You guys. Do you think that it really was Shohei, or you think it was the interpreter? We think it was Shohei, right?
I think it was Shohei.
Maybe a little bit of both?
A little bit of both. I think they were in it together, yeah.
I just think that he would let him take the fall for this.
Also, Marissa sent into our Bravo Girls group chat, the Bravo Girlies, that one of the husbands from Real Housewives of OC is the bookmaker who is getting investigated for like the bookmaking side. That's how all this came up. So he's going to go to jail.
Oh my God, that's awful.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's
Bravo really putting everyone on the map.
That's a wrinkle that we need to dig into deeper.
Yeah, Bravo putting everyone on the map.
F1 was in Miami this past weekend. Lando Norris won his first ever F1 race.
Yeah.
We don't watch many of these F1 races. I watch Drive to Survive.
I like them.
I like them too. And they're always doing interesting things. So, like, before the race this time, they had that guy, Lando Norris, take a lie detector. And they asked him some real fucking questions. Like, how he feels about his teammate, how he feels
See, we're not here for the clickbait. We're just here to fucking report.
Legit.
Do cool things like that.
Does he see himself ever winning a race in F1? Does he see it being with McLaren? He said yes, and it was the truth. Does he see it being with McLaren? It was the truth. All this stuff.
Wow.
They caught him a couple of lies, and he just like shrugged it off. Like, yeah, I guess I did lie, but yeah, it was great. Like,
love that. Incredible. I would like to take a lie detector test.
Great, yeah, me too.
What would you lie about?
Liking Gisele Bündchen.
Oh my God. You don't need to lie.
Yeah, I know. The other note, I took some more notes about the F1. These drivers need to be on it. Like, there's so many distractions around them at all times. It's fucking
crazy. They're going 7,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, but even like before the race, like after, like everything, like it's just constant chaos. Like they have so many events they have to go to. Like that Martin, Martin Brundle walk guy. Mm-hmm. Like minutes before the race, like we've seen it before, but like it's just crazy every time I watch it. Like he's just trying to track down these drivers and ask them questions. Literally 5 seconds before they're about to go on 200 miles an hour in a car for like 3 hours. Like. Let them chill out.
I wonder what they listen to in the cars.
Nothing.
Music?
No, they don't listen to it. They're in the radio, like talking to like their pit.
You think some of them listen to music?
No.
You think they're listening to the Double Dose podcast?
Probably.
100%. And you said that Mark Anthony did the national anthem. It was the worst national anthem you've ever heard. I read that out loud, and it was the funniest thing I've ever read.
Mark Anthony did the national anthem. I wanted to do a TikTok on it, but I just couldn't because it was the worst national anthem of all time.
Yeah.
Of all
Wow, we're all timing right now this episode.
Yes.
Worst national anthem, greatest podcast of all time, greatest host of all time, Kevin Hart.
It was crazy. It was like I kind of forgot about that. Thank you for bringing that up because it just completely wiped away from my memory because I needed to forget about it.
To move on.
Yes.
Trauma.
Right. Is real.
Just like my CCE.
Yes. Martin Brundle, the guy that does that walk, he had no good bites this weekend.
Everyone was at the Met.
No, everybody was there.
No, but everyone was at the Met.
Okay. He couldn't recognize it in the American stars. He thought like one dude was Patrick Mahomes, but it was just another NFL player.
Oh,
that
so
was
awkward.
Incredibly awkward.
Yeah.
And then like after that, he was like thrown off his game, and like he like before you know it, they were doing the national anthem, and he was off.
I could tell how that would throw you.
Yeah. But it was interesting to see.
He
like
have like the Devil Wears Prada book.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
In the Devil Wears Prada, before Miranda Priestley goes to her main event, her assistant Anne Hathaway, who she plays, she has like a book and she has to study all of the faces of all the people so that when they come up to her, she like whispers it to her, like, oh, that's so and so, whatever, and she's like, oh my god, hi, whatever. So he needs someone like that. Yeah. I could do that. I could be that for you, Martin Brundle. I could be your Anne Hathaway.
I can't be your hero, baby.
And her name is Miranda Priestley. Like, Martin Brundle is very close to that. I could be your, is it Emily? It's the other name. I forget what it is, but regardless.
Rashee Rice is back in the news, being investigated again for allegedly assaulting a photographer at a nightclub in Dallas on a Monday night.
That's assault, brother.
Odell Beckham signed with the Miami Dolphins.
Whoa.
Useless. He's not going to do anything there, just like he did nothing for the Ravens last year.
Okay. Well, he's gonna be happy in Miami. I think he'll like that environment.
Yeah, it's definitely for him.
Definitely. Get Tyreek Hill out, OBJ in.
I mean, they're both useless. Kentucky Derby was this past weekend. And to be honest with you, like, I couldn't have cared less.
I know, it's kind of crazy because I feel like it's becoming like a new thing. Like, Alex Earl was there, Alex Cooper was there. They did like a whole Unwell event. Like, I feel like they're really trying to get girlies into the Kentucky Derby. Like, last year Jack Harlow was there doing like the Drake thing. Like, I feel like they're trying to make it relevant again. And so, like, I feel like I should be getting into it a little bit.
Yeah, it's one of those.
I'm just like not, honestly, like I'm just not a country girl. Like, I'm not these like Southern girls. Like, it's like so far removed from me. I just don't get it. Like, I don't get the whole Southern thing. I just don't understand. Like, the only thing that I get is like sweet tea and like biscuits maybe, but like Pillsbury, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand. Like, I don't get the hype. Like,
see, I
cannot.
I love horse racing. I love like going to horse tracks and watching them and betting on them and all that stuff. And I love watching the Kentucky Derby too. It's just that it always just sneaks up on you. And like they do,
that's what it is.
They do a horrible job of marketing it,
promoting it.
Yeah. Like we've known about about the Masters by the Super Bowl. It's already thrown down your throat, all the commercials.
Right.
The first weekend in April, the Masters, the first and second round on ESPN.
Right.
And then same thing with like the Paris Olympics. They've been promoting the Paris Olympics in September.
Right. Like, and Alex Cooper's at all of these.
Right.
Except for the Masters.
But like the Kentucky Derby, it's always like the Thursday before, and they're like, you see one commercial, and you're like, oh shit, it's Kentucky Derby. It's like, I already have plans this weekend. It's Cinco de Mayo.
Right. Cinco de Mayo takes precedent over the Kentucky Derby, and that's just fact.
There you go. I didn't even look up who won or like what his odds were. I couldn't have cared less.
What his odds were?
Or her odds, whatever.
Wow. That's all I'll say. And you want to talk about, you have, what is the fucking word?
Misogynistic?
Objective? Objective points of view? Don't think so. Him, he. Sorry. Move on.
Real Madrid and Dortmund, they both reached the Champions League final. Real Madrid won today. Dortmund won yesterday. So they will be in the European Champions League final.
Go them. Woohoo.
Go them. And things to watch, NBA and NHL playoffs.
All right, and obviously your favorite episode of the Double Dose Pod.
Mine?
Yeah, watch it. The greatest episode of all time. Greatest podcast of all time.
1,000%.
This episode.
Ever.
It's what everyone should be watching. And if they're not watching it, tell them to watch it, because this is the best episode we've ever done.
If someone's around you and they're not watching the Double Dose podcast, you can
just let them know. Like, let your friends know.
And if they don't listen, and then they still don't watch it, you can just exile them out of your life, just like I do with anyone that doesn't.
You know comedy. You're listening to this. You know how to have a good time. You know what's good for your ears. So tell your friends, this is good for your ears. And if they don't listen, hit the road. Hit the road like Giselle.
And if you're still listening, thank you for letting us penetrate your ears.
Yes.
Thank you for taking the time to listen to us. Thank you for listening to our wild opinions.
Yes.
Our wild takes.
Yes.
And our extremely unorganized thought processes.
Yes.
We couldn't appreciate you more, and we love you more than anything.
So, heart, hands up. And let's end it with a bang.
Go
or
Sporting.
should I say a cheers? Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you so much for listening to another episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. Don't forget to rate and subscribe to our podcast wherever you watch and listen, and give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Double Dose Pod. Thank you.